They called out in a loud voice, not loud voices. Individuals speaking with one voice indicate that heaven is a place of unity and shared perspective. Now, it doesn't mean they don't have individual identities. Clearly they do. Just like Abraham is not Isaac, Isaac is not Abraham, Isaac is not Jacob, Jacob is not Abraham or Isaac. Jacob is Jacob. Okay? Same thing. Each of these are individuals, but they cry out with a loud voice. There's a singularity of expression. We are of one mind here. Doesn't mean that we could never have a discussion where I give my opinion, you give your opinion, but it does mean that in this, they're of one mind. 7, the martyrs are fully conscious, not asleep. Is it pretty clear they're not asleep? Does that tell you something about heaven? See, so far we are now on number 7 of what we can learn about heaven from 3 verses. And we're not done yet. The martyrs are fully conscious, not asleep. They're rational. They are aware of each other, God, and the situation on earth. 8, they ask God to intervene on earth and to act on their behalf. How long until you judge the inhabitants of the earth and avenge our blood? Well, when you're talking to God, aren't you praying? I mean, how do you define prayer? Talking with God? We talk to God in prayer. Okay, so is there prayer in heaven? Yeah, we know that. And they're asking Him to intervene and act on their behalf. 9, those in heaven are free and able to ask God questions. That is a question. How long, O Lord? They can learn and they need to learn. So we know that this passage proves definitively that when you die, you don't know everything. Now, we should have known that already. Why? Because there's only one person in the universe who knows everything. So to be morally perfected does not mean to have infinite abilities. Does that make sense? In other words, we become morally perfect when we die and enter the presence of Christ, but we do not take on infinity. We do not become all-knowing. We do not become everywhere present. We're still present in one place, and while we know a lot more, we don't know everything, and we never will, because if we knew everything, we'd be God. And so when they ask the question, how long, O Lord? You don't ask a question unless you're actually looking for the answer to it. This is not a rhetorical question. They clearly, there's learning in heaven. So now we see there's learning in heaven.